Let's study Old MacDonald Had a Farm and what to do with the left hand. I assume you have already learned the melody line, so you can play the melody with your right hand. Now we'll learn the left hand. Actually, there are many things the left can do, many different things. So I will show you 3 different ways of playing the left hand, and each one of them are pretty simple. And please have your sheet music ready so that it shows you the melody and the words and the chord symbols. Like my sheet music has the chord symbols here, so I can follow along in the music. This song uses 3 different chords. The first chord is the chord of F major, which you can play with F, A, and C. Another chord it uses is the chord of B flat major. Okay, and that one has B flat on the bottom, and then D and F. And the last chord is the chord of C major, an easy one here. So 3 chords are used. Not in exact that order though. The song actually uses F and then B flat chord and back to F. Then in another spot it uses F and C and back to F, like that. So that's one way you can play your left hand, is playing the chords as indicated in the sheet music. And F and then C major and F major. Let me now play it with those 3 chords from the beginning. Old MacDonald. That part is with the F chord. And right after that we change to B flat. Old MacDonald had a... Those 2 notes, where your right hand is playing B, your left hand plays the B flat. Notice that the B flat chord has D in it, the D that your right hand plays. Had a farm. Farm, we go back to the chord of F. Again. Old MacDonald had a farm. Then EI uses the chord of F and C and back to F. Again. F chord, C chord, and F chord. Now we repeat the second line. It says, and on his farm he had some cows. One note about the fingering. Chord of F, you can use the regular fingers 5, 3, and 1. Chord of B flat major is usually easier to not use pinky, though you may, but use the finger number 4 and 2 and 1, like that. You may, if you prefer, use 5, 3 and 1, but for most people this is easier, more natural position for your hand. Now let's go on with a moo here and a moo there, and that is very easy because you only use the chord of F all the way through. With a moo here and a moo there. You could just push the chord in a few times during this long passage. Here moo, there moo, everywhere a moo, and then it repeats the beginning. Old MacDonald had a farm. So that's one way of playing your left hand, is with the full chords, like I showed. Now I'll show you an easier way, and that is where you only use 2 notes from each chord. Chord of F is 3 notes, but if you just play 2 of them, it is easier for you. And the 2 you play is the bottom one and then the A, F and A. From the chord of B flat, play the B flat and D. Just those 2. From the chord of C, you just play C and E. Those 2. It is easier because your hand doesn't need to move nearly as much. You start here, then when you play the chord of B flat major, you play these two. Look at my fingers. This is played with fingers 5 and 3. And then your fingers 1 and 2 will be ready to go to B flat and D, like that. Your hand doesn't need to make a big movement. That's how much you need to move, almost none at all. And then you will later play chord of F like this, and then chord of C and E, again with your fingers 1 and 2. And back to chord of F here. F, C, and F. Let's try the song with those, okay? Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. That's the most difficult part. Now when you come to the moo-moo part, maybe you want to play the full chord of F with 3 notes. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here moo, there moo, everywhere moo. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And then I'll show you one more way to play the left hand, which is even easier. And that is where your left hand only plays the bass notes of each chord. For chord of F, just play F. For chord of B flat, just play B flat. It's finger number 2 ready for that. And then C chord, play just C. And this is of course easiest for children, because they don't have to then play many fingers at the same time, just one finger at a time. And it sounds like this. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. Like that. So choose your method, whether you play just the bass note, or 2 notes of the chord, or 3 notes of the chord, or start with the easiest and then progress little by little to the more difficult ones. And soon enough you'll be playing Old MacDonald like a pro. For Old MacDonald song, let me sing it to you first. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And then it repeats. On his farm he had some cows, E-I-E-I-O. Then here it is with a, and then we go here. We start a moo-moo or whatever. Moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, there moo, everywhere moo-moo. And then it repeats the Old MacDonald stuff again. Let's look at the notes first. Here this symbol, if you remember, is the G clef or treble clef symbol. It shows us where G is. It's on this line here, the second line that goes like to the nest of this symbol. And we have just one time in this song that we have 2 G notes. Can you find it? I marked it in purple, I don't know if it shows up, but over here we have G and G here. Okay? And another easy note to know this is the middle C, because it has the little ledger line going through it, and it's below all the 5 lines of the staff. So here, for example, is a C, and here, and here, and here too. Now, the starting note here, maybe you want to figure out what that one is. Look at your G. G is on the second line, and if you go one step down from G, then the next note is in a space between the 2 lines. This one here. It is between the first and second lines, so that's just one step down from G, and it is F. Let's write it down, F. F is in the first space. And there's lots of F's here in this song. It starts here with the F, okay? Old MacDonald. And then over here is lots of F's. And all this moo-mooing here we do is F's, you know, a lot of F's. This was G, 2 of them. This note is just one step up from G, because G is on a line and this is in the next space. So this is the note up from G, is A. And one here is just one step up from C, so it is D. Okay, that's all the notes in this song. Now when I look at the rhythm in this song, it has many different note values. It has these notes that have the black head, and this note here has an open head, this one that has a dot after it, and yet this kind, okay? And I wrote the note duration like a little chart over here on this side. These X marks mean one beat for this song, okay? Here this note with the black head would get one beat in this song. This note here gets 2 beats, this 3 and this 4. And their names are as such. This is called the whole note. And this is called the half note, because it's half of the whole note. And this here in between is the dotted half note. It's a half note with a dot, and it is then 3 beats long. And this is a quarter note. If you take quarter note, if you take 4 of these, then you would get a whole note. If this is 1 beat and you take 4 of them, you would get a whole note. And these two are eighth notes. And together 2 eighth notes are written like this with a beam. They are beamed together. 2 eighth notes are as long as 1 quarter note. Now, I also talked about in the other song how we divide the whole stuff. When we have notes here, we divide it into measures or bars with these bar lines, the green bar lines here. And think of one measure as like a house that can house a certain amount of notes. And in this song, one measure can house 4 of these kind of notes, 4 quarter notes. And we write it here in the beginning of the time signature by marking the 4. One measure can house 4 notes. And what kind of notes? The other 4 then tells us that they're quarter notes. It houses 4 quarter notes. And starting here, let me sing again. Old MacDonald had a farm. I'm tapping the rhythm with my finger, okay? Old MacDonald had a farm. This one takes 2 taps because it is 2 beats long. I have Old MacDonald had a farm. And this note took 3 beats or 3 taps of my finger. And like that. On this line we have here and this and takes 1 beat or 1 tap. Here and there. Right? This symbol here is a rest, okay, because it actually takes 1 tap here. Here and there. Notice it? It's a rest worth 1 quarter note, or as long as 1 quarter note. It's 1 quarter rest. Moo here and a moo there. Here moo there moo everywhere moo. So this also here, this pair of 8th notes takes 1 tap or 1 beat. Here moo there moo. Here a moo, there a moo. Got the word. And you don't have to worry too much about the rhythm of the 8th notes if you know the song. And most of you know the song, so you can just play it because you know it, how the rhythm goes. So it will be easy in that sense. But I wanted to show you a little bit at least about the theory, what these kind of notes are, 8th notes and stuff. There's so many symbols to learn when we are studying music. One more thing that I didn't yet say is this symbol here is the repeat symbol. 2 bar lines and these 2 dots means that we repeat from the beginning until here. Okay, I think that's all for this song. Maria, in this video I want to teach you the song Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And first let's study the right hand, the melody line. And for this song, have your sheet music in front of you so you know, so you can look at the notes, and put your hand so that the thumb is on middle C. We're gonna first be playing these 5 notes here. Then we will move our hand in the middle part of the song. But let's first do the beginning. Start with your thumb and play C for the row, row. Row, row. And then row your boat. We go up in steps to E, from C to E. Row your boat. Okay, I'll play that again. Row, row your boat. Then gently down the stream, your hand is here, starts with E. First we go down to D. Gently. Then E and F. Down, down, and up to G. I'll play that again. Gently down the stream. Then in the middle part of the song, the merrily, 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 merrily part, we need to move the hand. This is not good enough. We need to actually reach this upper C here with finger number 5. And we will be playing C and G and E and C. These 4 notes, and each one of them 3 times for the merrily, merrily part. You would use finger number 5 here, 3 here, 2 and 1 if your hand is big enough to handle that. If it's not, then use whatever finger is comfortable. Move your hand. So it goes like then the last part, we will play all the notes from G all the way down to C by steps. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Now, I want to point out to you something about the rhythm in this piece, because many times children can have trouble if they don't know the song before this. Then they can have trouble with the rhythm, because it's not just, the notes are not of the same length. Some of them are longer. So it's helpful to count the beats. And for that, I'm going to use my hand and tap here to count the beats. In this song, each measure gets 3 beats. So let me play from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Row, row. Notice those beginning notes get 3 beats. Row, row, row your boat. Then the row and your. In that measure, row gets 2 beats and your, the D, gets 1 beat. Row your. Okay, that's the difficult part for some children. Row your boat. Boat again, 3 beats. And then gently down them. Again in gently and down them. We have the same pattern where the first note takes 2 beats and the last note takes 1 beat. Gently. Did you notice? Gently. It's like 1, 2, 1. 2 beats and then 1 beat. Gently down the stream. Stream takes total 6 beats actually. Then comes the easy part as far as the beats go, because it is a very steady beat. And then the last part, again we have the same kind of pattern in the rhythm. Life is, did you notice that? Life is, and then the next one is but and then the last note is long and gets 6 beats. Life is but a dream. There. Now go try it on your own. Have fun playing. Teach you what to do with your left hand in this song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat. And I assume you have already learned the right hand or the melody line. Now, I want to teach you just a very simple thing, very simple way to play the left hand. Actually, there's many ways the left hand could play different chords, all kinds of colorful chords and different things. And in this simple way, the whole song only has 2 different chords. One of them is the chord of C, C major, play here, and then chord of G later on here. But if we play the chords like that, it kind of sounds boring, like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. So because of this rhythm that goes in 3s in this song, I want you to try break up the chord so that you play it like this. After all, the chord of C has 3 different notes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And play it as a broken chord, like this. Here we come to the place where the chord changes to chord of G. So move your hand, ready to play here. And then back to C on the last note. It gives the whole piece like a rocking motion, like you were in a boat and gently rocking and going. So it's a very nice accompaniment to the song. If you want to, you can try it a little faster. Don't go too fast because it's a calm, peaceful song. But, you know, you can always experiment a little bit. And one more thing you can do is, if you don't like to sing this high, you can try to move the whole song so that you start playing it here. And if you transpose the whole song so that you start here at G, then in the one part in the end you will have to play the chord of D major over here. Goes like that then in the end. Roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 chord of D major would have D and F sharp and A. This. Okay, now go try it yourself. Have fun playing. For row, row, row your boat. Let me sing it to you first. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Now, when we learn about notes, it looks confusing because there's so many different symbols. It's like filled with stuff. And I want to explain to you some more of these symbols. You already know, hopefully, that this squiggly thing is a G clef because it points out to us where G is on the staff, where G lives. And it is this second line that is like inside this little nest here. Second line points to us where G lives. G lives on the second line, and I marked it with purple. So it's G note. Here's another one here. G, G, G. And one more here. G, living on the second line from the bottom here. And another landmark note you can use is the note C. Middle C, because it has this little ledger line going through it, so it's easy to recognize, and it's below all the 5 lines. Here's C, here's 3 of them C's, and it starts out with C, 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 like that. Now, these green lines here that I marked are called bar lines, because they divide the whole music into bars, also called measures. So here's one of those measures, and here's another. Think of them as houses where the notes live, and a certain amount of notes fit into one house. Like here in this measure there's 3 notes, but in this measure there's just 1 note. And that is because in music notation, the notes need to tell us not only how high or low the sound is, but also how long we play the note or sing the note. So, different notes are of different lengths, and the length is indicated by whether the note head is filled in like here, or whether the note head is open like here or here, and also whether the note has a little dot after it. All those are indicating the length of the note. And And you've probably heard about counting in music. Like many times when people start the song, they count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they start playing, right? Now, for this song, the musicians would need to count to 3 before they start. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then go. Because, like you see here, in this measure or this house, there's 3 notes. 3 beats or 3 counts can fit into this one measure. This is indicated by the time signature here in the very beginning by putting 3 here. Okay, there's 3 notes in each measure and the notes are quarter notes. The 4 is single unified quarter. These kind of notes with black heads are quarter notes or 1/4 notes. But think of them as taking one count. So you will count 1, 2, 3. Here, this line here, the merrily, merrily part, is very easy rhythm-wise because it's a steady rhythm of merrily, merrily, merrily. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. It is merrily, 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 merrily. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the easy part. But this is not so easy. Here, this first note, row, row. These take 3 counts. 1, 2, 3. I will try to tap it for you if you can. Row, row. Okay, 3 counts or 3 beats. Row, row. And here is something different yet. This note takes 2 counts and this takes the 1 count. And so it goes row, row, row your boat. Here this one takes 3 counts. It is the dotted half note by name. Here again, this note with the open head takes 2 counts. And this one takes 1 count. Gently, gently. And then here, the same thing. Down the... And then this one here takes 3 counts, and this one takes another 3 counts, total 6 counts for that long note. Gently down the stream. Like that. And this tie-in here indicates that it's actually one long note of 6 count. This one we already looked at. And then the last line, life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. This note takes 2 counts. Life is, and then this one 1 count. Again here, but, and then 1 count. And then this one takes 3, excuse me. And another 3 counts. Dream. There. Hopefully this helps you figure it out some. Let's look at the notes a little bit more. We started out with C. Row, row, row your boat. Okay, here it goes up. Just 1 step. From C to D. And then another step up. Row your boat to E. 1 step up to E. This E lives on a line, just like C lives on a line. And D lives in between. It would be a space note, we say, because it would be in between 2 lines. If I wrote here 1 line, D would be in a space note. Gently. Here's E again. D, it goes down a step. Back to E, then up a step to F, and another step up to G, our landmark note. The second part, the notes are a little bit more difficult as to where they are at. G is here. Our landmark note, I wrote it in purple. It's on the 2nd line. And here's another landmark note, C. This in between here is also on a line. So this G is on a line and this one is on a line. So that means that you have to skip. If this note was here in the space, then you would go down by a step. But you don't. You skip 1 and you go down to E. Here's E. G, E, and here's C. And then this note I'm just going to tell you, it is a higher C here. It's another C. It's not middle C, but the next C up higher. Okay? And so this one is something you might want to note, especially for this song. And then in the very end, life is but a dream. Then in the end, here's our landmark note, G again. Go down a step to F, down a step to E, down a step to D and down a step to C. So this is easy, it goes down in steps. You can visually see it too. And I think that's it for this song. Let's now go try it on the piano.